What is going on, Governor Chisgule here, and today we're going to do a live stream. There is so much going on in our kingdom right now. It's kind of unbelievable. There's a lot of excitement. I think it's all going to be fine. But in this video, in this live stream, we're going to do some defensive preparations. We're going to open a bunch of keys, and we're going to kill some Shrine Guardians because I am all about killing those Shrine Guardians to get crazy amounts of experience. All right. So I'm just going to pull up the chat for the live stream as well so I can keep my eye on that. Ivan, hey, welcome. Good to see you here, my friend. Okay, lot to do. Also, some daily objectives and quests to talk about. I'm pretty excited about this. As we're going along, if you've got any questions or there's stuff you want to talk about, let me know and we can jam on that. Hey, Make or Break TV, welcome to the party. Julius, welcome. I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. It's been a fun day. Joel, what you gonna do? Um, we're gonna take a look at what commanders we want to use as garrison defenders, and we're gonna put some talent points into them and set up our primary and secondary defense as defenders of our city, just in case we get into a spot of trouble. I think everything's fine. Everything's de-escalating, thankfully, but maybe we'll review some of the drama that's been happening on my kingdom because it has been mighty, my friends. Whew, there's no shortage of that. Oh my goodness. Ray, welcome aboard. Thanks for the comment. And I really appreciate the support. It does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. So the kingdom has sort of just had its daily reset. And I suppose all kingdoms have their reset at the same time, right? So we just wrapped up the strategic reserve. Does it show my rank here? It does. We got 6th place. Feeling pretty good about that. So we're going to go in and update our Cleopatra a little bit. And I think I can max out her first skill. Yes, we can. Looking good. All right, so we're going to do the upgrade here. Bada boom. And this is pretty exciting. People use Cleopatra in a lot of ways as sort of a support. And I think she can be very good in that capacity. I'm going to level her up to get beauty and wisdom now that I've maxed out these first 2 skills. My recommendation with Cleopatra, by the way, is to max out this first skill, or rather, the second skill, which is the gathering skill, to then double back and look at this one here, Queen of Kings. I'm more focused on the gathering than using Cleo as a support. Anyways, we're basically out of gold stars, so I'm not going to level her up in this video. Pranav, welcome. XZ asking, please help. I have Cao Cao level 21, but all of his skills are level 1. That's a tough one, buddy. Let me pull him up real quick. So I wouldn't put the 4th star on him yet. I, in your position, would try to max out these first 3 skills before you go any further, if this is a commander that you're focusing on. Wolfenstein, indeed. Smashing the kingdom. We're actually going to prepare in case the kingdom decides to smash us. We're going to make some defensive preparations. Now, before we do that, before we make some big investments into those defensive commanders, and even, we have to decide who our garrison commanders are going to be, so we're going to do that together. I want to make sure we open all the gold keys that I have. That way, we have complete information about just how much sort of defensive power we've got and which commanders we can level up the most. And it looks like we've got some quests going on here as well. We're going to clean those up and get our gatherers rolling again. The way that I gather unbelievable amounts of resources, I've got a whole video series about that I would highly recommend. But I'm basically at all times doing ridiculous amounts of gathering. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to look too hard at exactly who's gathering where. But the way I like to do it is to zoom in exactly this much. So you can see over here that when an alliance member is already in a node, you can see the size of the node, and I just go through the map very rapidly, sending out my gatherers. Now, we've also got 3 of our armies on our way to a shrine, and this is how, this is how I farm up crazy amounts of experience, is by clearing out these shrines. So we've got some of our alliance members running around to do that, and that'll be pretty awesome. Right now I'm using my tablet rather than an emulator. I almost combined those 2 words together to answer your question, W. Okay. So, oh, looks like there's a lot of drama in Kingdom chat. That's great. I need a way to like hide my chat right now. All right. How many legendaries do you think I should have if I pay no money? If you're not paying any money into the game, I would focus on your epic commanders, and the legendaries become a late game strategy, and you're going to get a lot of them with keys. And you'll see where those keys fall. If you can believe it, the majority of my legendaries from keys have been El Cid. So if I was not paying money, that might be a commander that I would consider focusing on. What's going on, T Fox? Welcome to the show. William, we are on Kingdom 51. 51 and loving it. Um, cool. Okay. Looks like, ooh, General Zodi has been awarded a legendary trophy. That's exciting. Those Kingdom announcements are kind of interesting. Okay. So, what I want to do now, while our units are traveling, and we got 11 minutes here, here's the order of operations. We got to open these keys, and we got at least 40 keys to go through. Then we're going to pick our defensive commanders for the garrison. At that point, it's probably going to have been 10 minutes, and we're going to need to smash the Shrine Guardians here. Then we're going to put talent points into those defenders. And after this recording is complete, I'll probably go back and leave some sort of annotations so you can jump around between that content if you're watching this later. Ethan, welcome to the show. All right, so let's rip some gold keys because I'm feeling pretty spicy. And we're going to play a little game with these gold keys. Overthrow the king. Oh my goodness. Long live the king is my strategy. Long live the king. Zodi's a good human doing the best he can in the king role. And by the way, that's not an easy role to be in. Now, we're going to play a game with these gold keys. I'm not going to see what I've opened until you guys say whether or not it's OMG or LOL. I learned this technique from Spooby, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm just going to look at chat. I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to hide my tablet so I'm not looking at it. And I'm going to gauge your reaction, and then we'll see what we get. All right, you ready to play the game? Here we go. First key. Bada boom. OMG if it's good. Good means we got some legendary stuff. LOL if it's hilarious and it's a joke. What do we got, chat? LOL. LOL. Oh, geez. One OMG? Am I getting trolled? Is Chickenless trolling me? Gaius Marius. Yes, I'm getting trolled. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's do the next one. What's going on, Chris McCarthy? Chickenless. Uh-oh. More lolling? More lolling? Already? How'd we do here? Oh my? How do I interpret oh my? Lols. Hey, a dazzling starlight. I don't hate it. And 3 of Ulji Mundok's not bad. 3 of Ulji Mundok's not bad. Let's get another one going and see how we do here. I don't know. What am I hoping for? I really would like to see Cao Cao. I mean, I'm working a lot on Cao Cao right now. Lulz already? Well, that was really fast. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, that's a lull. That's a serious lull. That's a serious lull. Oh, man, Chris, sorry to hear that you're in the hospital. I hope that you have a swift recovery. Sinchi, what's going on, buddy? Hope you get some nice legendaries. Yeah, I know. Sinchi, you ripped like 182 gold keys on your channel, which was pretty incredible. And you did it all in one fell swoop. That was really ballsy of you. All right, what do we got here? OMG or LOLs? LOLs already? These keys. All right, we'll look. I'm happy about getting 3 of CPO. CPO is one of the commanders that I'm working on because I have no sieging commander right now. So if I want to siege, if I want to hit another player, I really want to have at least one commander that can do that well, and we'll talk about that probably a little bit. Let's rip another key. When is Kingdom vs. Kingdom? I can tell you when I think Kingdom vs. Kingdom will be, although I have no official information. I would guess that Kingdom vs. Kingdom is going to be in the next 2 to 3 months. That's my personal guess. Chickenless. I think you're trolling me again. Oh my gosh. I mean, I like experience, but not that much. I like experience, but not that much. Let's rip another one. Chris saying, I recently got Richard the First and used all my sculptures to max his first skill. Was that dumb? No, sir. That was exceptional. Sir or ma'am, I suppose. That was exceptional. Richard the First is incredible, and he pairs well with just about anybody. And spoiler alert, it's probably going to be a part of our city defense. What's your opinion of CPO? Let's get a look at this pack, and I'll give you my opinion of CPO. Joan of Arc. That's cool, except we already have our expertise skill unlocked, so those sculptures are basically a dud for us. I guess I can use her as, like, the equivalent of stars to star up one of my other epic commanders, which is, I mean, not irrelevant. Joan is exceptional. Even though her Saint skill was changed, she's still very, very exceptional. I plan to make videos of player versus player combat using Joan as the primary. All right, let's rip another pack and look at chat. So, what do I think of CPO? I think that if you're sieging other players and you're either free to play or not focused heavily on that, that CPO is exceptional in that category. I haven't used him enough in open field combat to really express a strong opinion one of the... Okay, so now we have some OMGs. We have some OMGs rolling in. Is this good? Okay, Dazzling Starlight. And Boudica. Well, we already have Boudica maxed. We just did that. All right, well, I like the gold stars. I really, really, really need those, so I'm happy about that. Let's get another pack going and keep looking at chat. What do I think of Cleo being a support healer during battles? I think she could be a fine support healer. I think that she's good for a lot of the reasons that Joan would be good, except that she's only really got one skill that's helping everybody, and that's the problem. That's where her awesomeness ends. She's got the support tree, which is really cool, but that's about it. This pack is getting mixed reactions. Oh, yuck. Lancelot and Tomoy. Well, let's rip the next pack and see. Let's rip the next pack and see. CPO and Tomoy? I mean, you could pair CPO and Tomoy, but I don't know. First of all, I actually don't know how to pronounce her name. I've heard it pronounced so many ways. I hope I'm getting that right. So if you're using all archers, or mostly archers, I guess that's kind of interesting. But she boosts skill damage. That doesn't make sense as a pairing, actually. This pack's a lull. I mean, we got Herman, but I'm not doing anything with Herman currently. We'll rip another one. What are you supposed to do with the sculptures of a commander that you've already maxed? You can use them instead of stars. You can use them instead of stars to star up another commander. They're just not very effective for that. How do you even get Richard? So I got Richard in a wheel event. There was a Wheel of Fortune event, and Richard was on it, and it took us, I think, around 20,000 gems to pull that off. How do we do in this pack? An OMG and a hello. How's it going, Jose? Let's see. Oh, Tomoy. And, ooh, one Dazzling Starlight. And also a new king for our kingdom. Fleisch is now the king. That's interesting. That's interesting. Let's just see how we're doing as we walk towards our next objective here. How far are we? Our cavalry unit has arrived. All right, we got another 3 minutes of ripping keys before we need to go lead people in defeating the Shrine Guardians. Also, it looks like building has completed. I really want to kill the Shrine Guardians first to see if I get a building rune to reduce the building speed time before I build anything anyways. So I guess we'll hold off on building anything. Let's rip like 1 or 2 more keys. You guys tell me if this is any good, and we'll go from there. So I think it's Isaiah is saying question. Cleo is AoE healing. If there are multiple Cleo in a coordinated attack, will the healing stack? The healing will stack, but I don't know if the defense buff that she does will stack. But I think the healing effect will hit everybody. for each of the Cleos that's doing it, by the way. Who's the king there? It was Zodi. It looks like it's Fleisch. I don't know if that's temporary or permanent. A Minamoto build. We can do that. Ooh, OMGs. LOL OMGs. See, a LOL slash OMG, to me, that screams of a commander like El Cid. Oh, no, Dazzling Starlight. Yeah, okay. That's like, it's legendary. It's legendary. I'll take that. Should we rush tier 4 unit first and build other buildings later on? I think it's good to rush to tier 4. Yeah. Make your way to tier 4 is a good strategy. That's where I focused, and I'm very happy with that choice. More LOL OMG. Okay, so now that's key for like gold star. Yeah, gold star. I'm happy about all these stars. Honestly, like I want to level up a lot of commanders to show you guys how they work, and I can't do that without these stars, so I feel good about it. I am on iOS. I've got my I don't know, I think it's like an iPad Pro. Is that what it's called? I don't know. And then my MacBook Pro. Cao Cao with Pelagius or Lancelot. I think those are fine choices. I've got a video about that with Cavalry where I 6-starred Minamoto. I go through all the details. A bunch of lols. Oh, yeah. Now that's a bunch of lols. Lancelot, Tamoy, experience. Let's rip one more, and then we got to go kill some Shrine Guardians. Jalax, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. More lols. Your thoughts on farming accounts? Man, I don't know. I don't have the focus to do like a separate farming account or even just like a second city on the same account. It's just like I'd rather focus on my one account wholeheartedly and completely rather than split my attention. Lols, more lols. Yeah, Ulti Mundok's cool, but I'm not really doing anything with him right now. His first skill's really good, I think, actually, for group combat, but I'm not really doing anything with him at the moment. Okay, let's see how we're doing. I think we're well along our way. Oh, yeah, here we are. Here we are. And Kingdom Chat's kind of a mess. Pay no attention. Let's, so I think by doing this, my alliance members will understand that this is where we're going. And I'm going to park all my guys right out front, and hopefully they notice it. I may have to put a message that we're about to get started. So this is what we do, by the way, is after we kill the Guardians by the Lost Temple, we just kind of cruise around across all the different shrines that we own, and we kill these Guardians. And I pull in literally millions of experience a day doing this. Millions of experience a day. Not on any one commander. It's split across, well, 6 commanders, but that's fine. I'll be patient. I'll be very patient. Let's see here. I may have to say something for Paraputty to notice. Well, yeah, there's a lot of drama. I don't actually want to open. I don't even want to open my alliance chat right now. Ay vey. Ay vey. We'll wait for Paraputty to notice, and then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. There's a lot going on. See, Paraputty's on top of it, man. He's on top of it. He sees what's happening here. I'm totally falling behind in chat, by the way. I will definitely answer your questions and scroll up in just a minute to do that. So, it's just me and Paraputty, so we're going to do this thing. I go in with Lohar and Richard I as my tank unit, and oh my gosh, are they tanky as heck. Like, they just don't die. They just don't die. And then I send in Boudica with whoever I feel like leveling up. So in this case, who am I leveling? Yeah, I'm leveling Kusunoki because I was Japan and I started with him. And then I've got my cavalry unit for just like max DPS, which actually becomes relevant because there's only 5 armies, and you can see here Paraputty's really hurting because he was tanking the first group for us, one of the other shrines, before my armies had arrived. So I go in, I'm going to send my tank first, and I'll show you the battle reports in just a second to show you like just how much experience we just got. So 11,000 with this unit, 15,000 almost with this unit, and almost 10,000 on this one. I mean, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Talents? Oh yeah, we can show you talents. We'll definitely give you talents. And I've got an experience rune going right now, which also elevates the amount of experience that we have. So I guess I should answer the question, like, how do I get a ton of experience from this? One thing that I'm doing is I've got the talents from my peacekeepers that gives an additional 15% experience. I also have Lohar fully maxed. He's got the expertise skill. So that's 70% experience on my pairing with him, which in this case is Richard the First. And then Boudica also elevates experience gain by 20%, which is pretty incredible. I suppose I've got a chance to show that now while we're waiting. Here's the talent that I have on all of my peacekeeper leaders or commanders, which is quick study, which is giving another 15%. And then Boudica's got the base of 20%. And then Lohar, I mean, this expertise skill's baller, but 70% over here. All right. I suppose it's not the expertise skill, but the fact that I have all those skills maxed that makes that really good. Okay. We're leading the charge here. Charging forward. And so the thing I have to kind of keep track of is making sure that Lohar actually hits first. Because, yeah, Lohar can take the hits really well. My other commanders, not so much. Why is this commander first? How did that happen? That's interesting. All my other commanders decided to go the wrong way. All right, let's send these guys in now. And we're hoping to get a building shrine. See, this is exactly the kind of rune that you want while you're doing this kind of activity. Which epic nuker would I pair with Julius Caesar? I really like Minamoto. Basically, oh, you said epic, not legendary. Haha, I'm listening, I promise. Boudica would be a really good one in that case. I really like Boudica for the rage generation. I really like Boudica because she's also going to offer some small amount of healing. Also, someone from a friendly alliance, Savage, has decided to join us. Welcome aboard, my friend. We got a little party going. Our kingdom is in a state of relative peace. It's in a state of confusion, but relative peace. So, yeah, they're welcome to join the party. Polly loves to see me live. Hey, you're very welcome for the videos and tips. All right, completely smashing these Guardians. I'm going to scroll up in chat to try to catch up with all of these questions. There were a bunch of them that I missed. The one thing that's really tricky with these Guardians is when they stack up on top of each other like this. It's hard for folks to know like which one they're supposed to be attacking. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Who would you pair Cleo with if you're using her as a support? I use Joan of Arc potentially as the primary with Cleo as the secondary. But that's only if you have Joan of Arc specialized for the support tree. Really, any commander with that support tree will be good as a primary. Yeah, Guardians do disappear really quickly. I've noticed that as well, Chinchi, and the only reason that doesn't happen is I think because we are very heavily coordinated around only starting after most folks have arrived. And I mean, sometimes that doesn't work out when we're battling the Guardians around the Lost Temple. But for these 3 shrines that our alliance owns, since they're kind of in our territory, people really respect that and they don't go out and kill the Guardians, so we can do it on our own time, which is really, really nice. Let's see here. Can I turn up my mic a little bit? Yeah, I can do that. Just a smidge. Hopefully that's better. Oops, I gotta lead the way here. Charging in. I'm glad that this other person is, oh, hey, wait a minute. I know this person. They changed the name recently. That was Gabriel Dark. He recently changed his name. He is the #1 gatherer on our kingdom. I'm number 3. And I am a little bit proud of it. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Pretty happy with that. So after we finish up these Temple Guardians, we're gonna maybe kill some Barbarians because our action points are filling up. And we're gonna take a peek at who we're gonna use as our defenders in case we get attacked. Power of the strongest guy in our kingdom. Happy to show that. this is alliance power. This is individual power. Pay to win, who's in our alliance at 62.6 million, and we've got a couple folks just behind him a little bit. All right, we got one more Guardian to smash. So just from this one shrine alone, we pull in something like, I want to say I get something like 600,000 total experience, at least, which is a big deal. Oh, sweet. This is a building rune. It's not a great rune, but I'll take it. And then we'll go build up our watchtower is I think the play here. I think that's the play. Claim our quests. Feeling good about that. Bada boom. So this simple process is netting me an unbelievable amount of experience. And you can look at all these battle reports. It's all experience rolling in. We're actually super close to leveling up Lohar. I might just see. Okay, this is an important topic, actually. I don't think you should use your experience tomes on Lohar or Boudica, which is counterintuitive because I think Lohar and Boudica are really good commanders. I'm not saying that they're not good. What I'm suggesting is that you're going to use them as commanders for hunting barbarians for basically the rest of the time that you're playing the game. So you don't need to rush leveling them up because they're going to level up over time eventually. And anything that you've invested them, it basically becomes a waste later on when they're maxed out, but you're still using Lohar to power level up other commanders potentially. Do I think I'll ever start on a new kingdom? Probably not. I'm in Kingdom 51. It feels really unlikely to me that I would need to roll on a new kingdom. My intention is to cover end game activities as soon as they hit. And if I start on a new kingdom, I'm not going to be able to do that very well. So for me, that's not really on plan. Okay, so now we're going to go in, and I want to upgrade this watchtower. However, my watchtower, I don't have enough of these arrows of resistance, but I have been saving up from the Cleopatra event 1,015 supply boxes to open for you and for you to see. I'm kind of excited to open all of these things at once. I bet you we're going to get enough arrows of resistance to upgrade our watchtower. Let's see what we get. This is kind of exciting. Boom. Holy moly, that's a lot of speed ups. 3,000, 1,000 tomes of wood. Wow. That's a lot of arrows of resistance. We got the gold keys, 48 silver keys. I don't even know what to do with all those silver keys. I mean, open them, but I don't know. Silver keys are not very exciting these days. Cool. That was kind of cool. So now we got the rune. We'll confirm that. We have the research speed and building speed. I think we can upgrade the watchtower. We can. And we're going to do it. Bada boom. Speed that up. Now, there's one other building we should build now while we're doing this. I don't want to let this sit overnight because then basically this is going to be like at least 4 hours of wasted time. So I'm going to speed this up and build one more thing. I don't know what I'm going to build yet. I think I'm going to have to use some resource tokens to make that happen. Here we go. By the way, to get the City Hall to level 25, you've got to get the gold mine to level 24, as well as the trading post. And this gold mine, I mean, man, it is a lot of resources here. I think we'll just do it anyways. I think we'll just do it. Let's see if we can get enough resources from all the goodies that we have here. This is probably going to be a lot of resources when I open this level 2 resource pack. BT dubs. I don't know. What's your guess? I bet you I'm going to get at least 10 million total resources. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty solid. I've been saving those up for a while from doing forts. So, wow, we still don't have enough stone? Dude, this thing is going to take forever. Jeez. All right, well, we have plenty of stone. We're not hurting for stone, so this is fine. We queued it up. It's rolling. Great. And we're knocking out our daily quests, which is good. We're going to take care of that in just a minute. Okay, so what I want to do is hunt just a few barbarians so I don't like waste my action points. We'll walk our troops home, and then it's going to be time to talk about garrison defenders and picking the right one. Let's start with this level 24, and I'm going to make sure that Lohar is tanking. And while I wait, I'm just going to check the chat here. I know, Chinchi, we were so close to being in the same kingdom. We were so close. I think you're on 41. I'm on 51. That would have been pretty sweet. Many people don't know this, but Chinchi's videos were some of the very first that I watched around Rise of Civilizations. His strategy guides were the first ones that I was basically watching and helped me figure out some commander combinations for the early game. Of course, a lot has changed since you made those videos, so I don't know how relevant they would be to folks, but I'm subscribed to Chinchi, and you should be as well. Yes, I do know that you can build a decoration and it counts for the daily construction. In fact, that was the first tip in my video today, was that you could do that, and it's pretty sweet. I actually learned that from Telerian. Wixteen95. At least I get to see you in Kingdom vs. Kingdom. Dude, Kingdom vs. Kingdom is going to be interesting. Could I show Joan of Arc's talents? Yes, I can. Let me just queue up some more barbarians to beat down, and then I'll show that to you. We'll do this 22 just because it's here. And I don't want to... Normally what I would do, by the way, is I would be looking for like 24s and 25s. And I can basically do that endlessly with Richard I tanking. My guess is that Kingdom vs. Kingdom isn't going to hit until February or March. Let's see. Joan of Arc. Here's what I've got on Joan of Arc. Currently, it's all gathering. It's all gathering oriented. If I were to specialize her for PvP, I would go all the way to Cage of Thorns and get all the required talents. And then I would try to use all infantry and then go up to fresh recruits. That would be my recommendation. We'll talk about that more in an upcoming video. For now, we're going to partner up with our good friend, Gabriel Dark, and take out this level 22. And I suppose I'll wait for him so that I don't beat him in the punch. Then we're going to march these guys back to town, and we'll have lowered our action points enough. If there's continent versus continent, that's an interesting idea. I mean, they're always going to have to find new ways to escalate it. You know what I think is fascinating? Do you know what I think is fascinating? Is like people are kind of like losing patience. They're getting a little antsy with like new content coming out. And I have to be honest, I don't exactly understand that sentiment. I mean, like, I know people want more to do, but here's the thing. This is the most peaceful this game is ever going to be. This is the quietest moment, the calmest moment you will ever see ever again in Rise of Civilizations. It is only going to get more hectic from here. As they release new features, as they do Kingdom vs. Kingdom. I mean, it is going to get very, very exciting very, very quickly. And I would really take full advantage of the fact that it's calm now to prepare for all the craziness that is inevitable, in my opinion. I don't know if that's a popular opinion, but that's my feelings on the matter. I am doing literally everything within my power to best prepare for when stuff really heats up. And it has to. It will. How many sculptures does it take to get the expertise skill on an epic commander? I actually did do the math. I'm going to pronounce your name incorrectly. Syrie, yo? And it's 440 sculptures to max out an epic commander and get their expertise skill. Yes, Shinji, I enjoyed your video about why it is taking so long for Kingdom vs. Kingdom to come out. Yeah, Shinji had another really good video about Kingdom vs. Kingdom where he showed kind of the fact that there is this middle kingdom in between all of the other kingdoms on the continent. There's this like unclaimed territory that is very likely to be involved in KVK. Yeah, Wickstein is saying that a lot of people in his kingdom are creating alts, and that makes sense. Why do I always mention that I'm sponsored? Great point. I am sponsored by the creators of Rise of Civilizations. I mention it so that people know when I make a recommendation that, like, if they think that is influencing my recommendation, like, I want to be transparent about it rather than hiding it. And I'll say that, like, the fact that I'm sponsored doesn't influence my recommendations, but I don't want someone to, accuse me of being sneaky about that. Best support not advanced or legendary. The best support's Joan of Arc. Slam dunk. But I think that Lohar is also super underrated. I use what I call a rage tanking build, and it essentially involves just generating insane amounts of rage. So if I pull up the talents, here is the build I'm using on Lohar, and I call this rage tanking. I call it rage tanking, and maybe heal tanking would be more accurate, because what I'm really doing is generating so much rage that I'm healing like all the time. And so I'm able to stay healthy because I'm doing all these heals, and I end up doing a lot of damage too. When I hit level 50, I'm going to put all of those talent points into fresh recruits. So my army will be larger, and when my army's below 50% strength, I'm going to have all infantry in this unit, so they're going to have 9% more defense. My intention is to use Lohar and Richard I as a part of a tank unit in the Karak ceremony. Whew, that was a mouthful. Okay. Cody, welcome. On Kit, welcome as well. My pleasure to explain things and use examples. That is what I'm here to do, my friend. Let's rip some more of these gold keys so we understand what we're working with when we power up our Garrison commanders. And you let me know if I got a good gold key here. Let's play the game again. LOL if it's a laugh, and OMG if we got something good. Question for you. This person spent 50 euros on the game. They're at 4 million power. Their alliance is number 2 in the kingdom, but they made a lot of mistakes. Should they do a jumper and start all over? Man, I don't know. I didn't do a jumper on my main account, but I have spent a lot of money on my main account. So I'm doing well, but I've spent a lot of money. The other thing is that I'm farming insane amounts of resources, and people kind of underestimate how insane it is that I've farmed almost 1.5 billion resources. Hey, Cleopatra's showing up. That's a thing. Cleopatra's, that's definitely a thing. Let's open another one. I am very close to getting 50 on Lohar. I might just do that on the stream and break my own rule about not putting experience on Lohar. We'll see. We'll see. So should you start over? I don't know. Number 2 seems like a pretty good place to be. If you would have a lot of fun starting over, then you should consider it. But I'll say this, if you're going to do that, you should find an alliance to do it with. Like a whole group of people that are going to go together. That way you can fully take advantage of your restart. And I actually know a number of groups that are planning on doing that. I'd be happy to connect you. Holy cow, 4 OMGs? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of Starlight Sculptures. I feel good about that pack. That pack's great. I can't show off commanders if I can't get stars, so very happy about that outcome. All right, Chinchi, yes. I'll catch you later, my friend. Looking forward to doing a collaboration with you sometime in the not too distant future. Oh man. So White U, the game that we're playing right now is that if the pack I got is any good, you should type OMG, and if the pack is really bad, you type LOL. It's a little pack opening game. That pack was terrible. New pack. Oh my gosh. I'm actually not looking when I open these packs, and you guys tell me if it's any good. I learned that technique from Spooby, and it's kind of fun. Plus, then I get to answer questions while you guys tell me if I got something good. This person has 40 Herman skill, or level 40 Herman. They're at 5543. Nice. And Boudica at level 41, 3432. Who should use your primary and secondary? I like Boudica in the skill tree for the rage generation. But can't Herman do that too? I think he can. I guess, Guru, you're going to have to tell me how you have their talents assigned currently, and then I'll let you know what I think. Oh man, this pack's a bunch of... Oh, Pelagius is actually really good. Pelagius is actually really, really good. Like, really good. I'm very happy to get his sculptures here. Oh my gosh. Someone sent me a picture of their village. If I want to laugh, I can go check it out. Let me tell you, I've seen my fair share of things that I can't put on YouTube by looking at people's villages. I'll check it out later, though. I'll check it out later. The best support, epic, not legendary, or not epic / legendary. I don't know that there is a good support at the, like, I don't know that I would use a blue commander. in player versus player combat. But I guess we could take a look at that in a second. Yeah, Tomoe is a good recommendation. I see that from William. Oh, we got 3 Sun Tzu. I mean, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. You don't keep commanders when they change. Oh man, this person says their village is epic. I'm sure it is. You don't keep your commanders when you change servers. That's right, you don't. I really kind of wish that you kept your VIP level. I feel like that would be really nice. If you kept your VIP level, I would be much more likely to start in a new kingdom. I would be much more likely to do that. Holy cow, that's a lot of OMGs. Kusunoki! Showing up to the party. Full Kusunoki. I love it. I love it. We'll confirm that. Whoa! Julius Caesar. Hey! This pack worked out. Wow. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. What tips do I have on a spending guide? Growth fund, gem deposit. I've got a bunch of videos on this topic. My recommendation, if you can be patient, is the 30-day gem supply. It's incredible value. Oh, a bunch of lols. Holy cow. All right, we'll rip a new pack. That pack was bad. I also really like the growth fund, where like when you level up your city hall, but your city hall has got to be a good enough level for that to be a thing. Right? So I wouldn't buy the growth fund until your city hall is like at least 19 or so, maybe 21. Otherwise, you're paying a lot of money for not a lot of gems. OMG, 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 OMG. Holy cow, the OMGs are overflowing. I can't handle it. Woo! Frederick the First. This guy's cool. This guy's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen chat blow up so much. Wow, that was impressive. What else do we get? Wow. So Frederick is interesting because he has damage factor. I feel like you could break Richard the First, but I want to get more of his sculptures to play around with it. Phew, let's keep ripping. Let's keep ripping. White U is saying that the growth fund gives 81,000 gems. Yeah, but they're only going to buy it when they reach 23. I think that kind of makes sense. I think that makes sense. And it looks like, oh, do secondary commander talents stack OMG again? OMG's all over the place. Hey, Martel. Good to see you, Mr. Martel. Nice. All right, let's keep ripping. This is great. Y'all are good luck. We're doing it. We're doing it. Thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. Throw Daily got Cao Cao. What should they do? I think you should wait until you max the first skill. Oh, a bunch of lols. All right. Yeah, that pack's not amazing. New pack. Max the first skill before you level up Cao Cao. Definitely max the first skill before you level up Cao Cao. Yeah, full cavalry with Cao Cao, I would agree. But you gotta max that first skill. I know I'm saying that multiple times, but it's for emphasis. Don't level him up until you max the first skill. OMGs all over the place. Kusunoki. Dude, we might get his expertise skill tonight. Nah, it's not gonna happen tonight. But we're close. We're real close. We're real close. We're gonna skill him up later. Let's check out this next pack. Best commander ever? Probably Richard the First. Cao Cao's pretty good though. Cao Cao's pretty good. Yeah, definitely don't go past level 10. Oh, a bunch of lols. All right, time to rip a new pack. Oh yeah, we got a brand new Starlight, which I feel good about, but it's like nothing to write home about. That's definitely nothing to write home about. Double C is OP. That even rhymes. Nicely done. OMGs. Holy OMGs, the chat's blowing up. What do we got? Yes! More Charles Martel. I mean, on the topic of city defenders, Charles Martel is a monster, so yeah, feel good about that. We're going to keep these keys going. We're going to drain all these keys, and then we're going to assign some talent points. We're going to pick a defender. We're going to get that configuration going. That's important. It's real important. AoE damage commanders in open war are OP. You know, William, I learned something really interesting. Ooh, a bunch of OMGs. Hey, Tsun Tzu. We're having some good full Sun Tzu. We're having some good packs here. Let's keep the party going. Keep this momentum up. So here's why I think that AoE commanders might be overrated, but it kind of depends if you're like, holy OMG fest. What's going on here? Oh, just a dazzling starlight. Okay, maybe the OMGs I'm seeing are a little delayed from the last one. This is a lull. This is a lull. Let's get the next one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so AoE is tricky. What I learned, and I can't remember this person's name, but I keep loving their comments because they keep leaving awesome information. But what I learned is that if you have an AoE commander, the AoE that they do is only going to hit enemies that are of the same alliance that you're hitting. They're only going to hit enemies of the same alliance that you're hitting. A lol/OMG? Yeah, it's a starlight. So what does that mean? If you're battling against multiple enemy armies or multiple alliances, it's only going to hit one of the alliances kind of at a time, which makes the AoE less impressive. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining that terribly well. Bunch of lols. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Gaius Marius. And there's a dazzling starlight. I mean, we need them. We'll take it. This person invested in Minamoto, and he's currently level 30, 41111. That's awesome. You can use Minamoto at 4111. Absolutely. I would probably, since they're legendary, use them as the secondary commander. Since that way you don't have to level them up as much, and you just put them with a commander that generates a lot of rage, so you can just do a lot of nukes. Bunch of lols. Oh gosh, that pack. Oh gosh, that pack. That was so bad. What's my opinion on Ulji Mundok? Ulji Mundok is deceptively good. So his first skill lowers the defense of the target, which I think is really strong if you have a lot of armies hitting the same target. Bunch of lols. We got 3 CPO. I feel good about that. I like CPO. Let's see. My opinion about Cao Cao and Sun Tzu as a combination. That's an interesting combination. Let me think about that for a second. There's some anti-synergy with cavalry and infantry. I see some lols and OMGs. How do I interpret this pack? I mean, I like the rage regeneration from Sun Tzu. I like the damage boost on Sun Tzu to the active skill. I mean, I don't think it's an amazing combination, but I don't think it's a bad combination. Oh, CPO. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Feel good about that. Ah, yes, William. Speaking of the virtues of why you should attack the gatherers of your enemies. Makes sense. If you attack their gatherers, they get wounded and they lose resources. Totally fair. Yeah, awesome. Ankit, Minamoto as the secondary to Boudica is a strong play. It's a strong play. We got a lol OMG. That's a star. Yep. We'll keep it going. Mohith asking for combinations with El Cid. I mean, with El Cid, you want to use an archer commander. You'd probably want to use someone like Herman or Kusunoki. That's probably the route. I mean, I suppose if you had YSG, you could go that route, but oh, a couple OMGs for this pack. Herman. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really using him, but that's cool. I'll take it. The more I get of these commanders, the more I can show off, and my goal is to sort of showcase how each of these guys work. What are the best ways to get experience for your commanders? At the start of the stream, I was running around and killing Sanctum and Altar Guardians, and that is like far and away the way to go. You get so much, it's incredible. I get literally 2 million plus experience a day doing Sanctum and Altar Guardians, which is exceptionally high, but that's in part because I have a ton of commanders specialized in gaining experience. Are Sun Tzu and Joan good? Oh, this pack was fine. We got CPO. I feel okay about that. I think Sun Tzu and Joan are good. I think they're great. I think Joan is exceptional, and I think Sun Tzu has a lot of good uses. Joan of Arc is really good for rage generation, and when you have a lot of armies, and is just crucial in the expedition, and Sun Tzu is good for a lot of the same reasons. Damaging 5 commanders in the expedition is a big deal. We'll see how this pack turned out. Oh, what an LOL. We'll see how the next one goes. Mitza Decoder. I'm new to the game and wanted to ask, does the Lohar event come again? Yes, it does. The Lohar event is happening right now on my kingdom, so it'll come back. Do you have an epic recommendation as the secondary commander for Richard I? So that's interesting. So assuming your Richard I is leveled up more than the primary, I would consider Joan of Arc. I would consider Ulji Mundok. I would consider Sun Tzu to be paired with Richard. Basically another infantry commander. And Boudica is also really good for rage generation so that you heal more. Okay. Next pack. Do I do the level 1 Sanctum Guardians? No. I'm in the let's see, the past level 3 area. So I do the Lost Temple and the Guardians that are guarding the areas just before the Lost Temple. What's a good pair for Herman? Because Jazz Cruz has a maxed? Gosh, I would probably go with Kusunoki or El Cid. Logash asking me to show the expedition. Yeah, I can show expedition. Ooh, more Kusunoki. Feeling good about that. So let's take a look here. We're just going to take a quick look at expedition. We're up to 66. And it was weird. I struggled on 61. I completely smashed 62. I struggled on 63 and 64, but I completely smashed 65. So I think when I battle single target armies, I do really, really well. And when I battle tons of armies, I struggle a little bit. So, geez, we'll just clear up this verification real quick. We're going to power up these commanders that we have. And then we're going to pick a Garrison commander. And we're going to put some talents on them. We're going to put some talents on them because I really don't want to be caught flat-footed in a war. And yeah, if I have the right Garrison commanders, hopefully that'll intimidate folks. So let's get a look here. Right now, my Garrison's defaulting to Minamoto and Cao Cao, and they're strong, but we can do better. Now let's see which commanders we can power up based on all those sculptures we got. We can't do Martel just yet. I have his first skill max, though, which is a pretty good situation. Kusunoki, here we go. So we're going to skill him up. Now, this is relevant because he's getting his Garrison skill up. Increases the Garrison counterattack by 5% when this commander is serving as a Garrison commander. This is exactly the kind of commander I want in my Garrison. The question is my Kusunoki, as he's specialized now, better than Martel with just the 5 on the shield? I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? Let's work this thing out. What do you think's better? Using Martel or using Kusunoki as a secondary commander in a Garrison? For me, my Garrison commander choices include Richard I, Charles Martel, and Kusunoki. Now, if I were to use Kusunoki, I'm going to have to use a talent reset on him because I've got him set as a nuker. I think Kusunoki is better for now as the secondary, probably. So let's just plug him in. Oh, I can't because he's away. He's actually in one of these armies. All right, once he gets back to town, we'll plug him in. Oh, someone's saying, I generally agree that Charles is better, but I only have the first skill on Charles. And by the way, the way I plan to do Charles Martel, I got big plans for this guy. But my intention is to unlock this infantry skill and max it before I level him up to get these other skills. Hey, look at that. Legend Ronnie in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Legend Ronnie, let's get your opinion, my friend. We're picking Garrison defenders, Garrison commanders. We're going to apply a bunch of talent points. I think that Richard I is going to be my primary. He's looking pretty good at 5-1-1-1. And I have all these talent points unassigned. And I need to pick a secondary. I can either use Martel at 5-0-0-0, which is a little embarrassing, or I can use Kusunoki, who almost has his expertise skill unlocked. What do you think? while we debate on who the second commander should be, I'm going to start to assign my talent points on Richard I. I pair Richard I with Lohar, so I'm basically power leveling my Richard I, which is kind of incredible. So we're going to pick Garrison talents, and if we get attacked, someone will probably regret having attacked us because our Garrison is going to be real strong. So this first one we have to get, which is defense of all troops. So we're going to pick that up. And from there, we've got to increase the attack of all troops, which is kind of funny because he's going to be leading Garrison defense. Now, these other talents, while the commander is serving as the Garrison commander, increase the damage dealt to attacking armies. Oh, heck yes. 6% more pain. I'll take it. Increase watchtower defense. Do you see why these are so good for defending? Watchtower defense by 5%, 10%, 15%. Man, people are going to feel pain. City Guardian, increase watchtower attack. Yep, 15%. And impenetrable fortifications. We'll snap that up. When the commander is serving as the Garrison commander, damage taken by the Garrison from attacking armies is reduced by 6%. This seems really good. All of that I'm really happy about. I kind of want to rush my way to this Divine Favor talent. The Divine Favor talent makes it so that when the commander is serving as the Garrison commander, it gives the Garrison a 10% chance to receive a damage-absorbing shield. I mean, we're trying to be more tanky. That feels really good. Legend Ronnie weighing in because Rage Generation is going to be slow. Kusunoki will make for a good secondary. Sweet. There's the game plan. All right, so if I were picking one of these talents to get first because I was limited on talent points, would I do Kingsguard or would I do Know Thy Enemy? Know Thy Enemy makes it so that when this commander is serving as the Garrison commander, damage reduction effects is enhanced by 3% if the Garrison becomes surrounded. So that's less relevant against a rally. If the Garrison attack and Kingsguard increase the Garrison attack, defense, and health by 1%, I'm going to go this route to protect against the situation where I'm rallied. So we're going to drop those points in. Oh, we got to go over here first. Bada boom. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have enough points to max out this tree, but I think I'm going to want to get Nowhere to Turn. We'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, so now we would grab Know Thy Enemy. Bada boom. And Divine Favor, giving us a 10% chance to have a damage factor 500 shield. Now, the thing about the damage factor 500 that's actually kind of amazing is that, I mean, I'm going to have my whole armies at home, like all of my armies at home when this happens. So we're talking about having at least 500,000, 600,000 troops. So that damage factor 500 scales with the number of troops you have. That seems really good. Now we've got 7 talent points left. Nowhere to Turn makes it really interesting if someone's trying to zero you, because you generate rage every time your city is attacked. So if there's a lot of people attacking you, it helps. And this talent, Impregnable, makes it so that when the commander serving as the Garrison commander, skill damage taken by the Garrison is reduced. Oh, wow. I mean, that just seems really good. We're going to go for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 3 talent points left. Where do we put them? I really like Burning Blood. That seems good. I also really like Undying Fury. I think we'll hold on to them for now, and we'll make a decision later. So let's go in. Our commanders should have arrived back into town. We're going to set our primary. We're going to set our secondary in the wall. Here we go. Oh, Lohar's not back yet. All right, we almost have everybody back. We'll set the secondary to be Minamoto. And when Lohar returns, here he is, we will set the first commander. William, imagine if these commanders were real after 2 minutes of being bored and they turn into basically a demigod. Okay, here we go. And I feel good about our city defense. I think that Kusunoki is the short-term plan here. I think in the long term, we're really going to want to have uh, um, Charles Martel as our backup, and that is our game plan. King KT, welcome, my friend, to the stream. So we've got a couple more gold keys to do, and I suppose we can visit the mysterious merchant before we do that. I buy basically all of the resources that are 90% off. The ones that are 80% off, I think you can actually get better items in the VIP shop for your gems. So I only do 90% off. And if any of those had resources as the cost, I snap buy them because it's basically always a good deal. Legend Ronnie is agreeing. Richard the First and Martel for long-term defense. I'm going to grab the star because I need a ton of those. And I actually don't pick up the experience because I really need my resources now to be leveling up my city hall. I'm trying to get to 25. I'll do a refresh and we'll get these, all of them. That was pretty sweet. One was for resources, the rest were for 90% off. We scroll down. I don't need any more of these ordinary starlights, so I'm not going to buy it. And you notice I'm not even looking at trading speed ups, or I guess trading resources for speed ups. And that is basically after you hit City Hall 21, you really need the resources more than you need the speed ups, in my experience. That was pretty fun. Oh boy, somebody just got assigned the trader in my kingdom. Oh, the drama is real. The drama is real. Long live the king. Oh my. Do we need to save gold keys until the new update for Richard? I don't think you need to save the gold keys. I don't think you need to save the gold keys. I mean, I think there's a chance that, like, as your kingdoms get older, Richard the First might show up in those gold keys, but it's going to take so long for that to happen. I mean, that I would rather have the sculptures now to start taking advantage of things. Welcome, Andrelix from Kingdom 57. I think we're about to wrap up here, my friends. We got a few more things to do before we close out. Anything else that you want to talk about or add, or questions you have before we finish up? Let's get these gold keys going. Brian, you're very welcome. When taking the shrine, how many troops are in it? You can scout it ahead of time to see what's there, and that would be my recommendation. I scouted the Lost Temple before we took it, and oh my goodness, it's 2 million tier 5s. Savage. Savage. Hey, Chisgule, who in your kingdom? Who is your king in your kingdom, and how much power do they have? I do have Discord, Andrelix, and that is listed in my banner on my YouTube channel. Oh, that gold key was really bad. Oh my gosh. Our king is now Fleisch, and Fleisch has 12 million power, and that's about the same amount of power as the previous king, who was Zodi. He might be king again. I don't know. They might have just traded temporarily. Hard to say. Legend Ronnie saying they had 2 million T5 archers. That's what we had as well. Is it always archers? We'll see if this pack was good. Oh my gosh, that pack's just okay. I mean, Herman's fine. Here's what I did in the VIP shop the second it refreshed. I bought all the action point potions. I bought all the brand new starlights. I bought all the dazzlings. I should really just bite the bullet and buy all these resource related items as well. I probably will buy more stuff in here. I need to get my VIP level a little bit higher to get these bundles of dazzling starlight sculptures. For now, I just take the resource items though. Levy Morales commenting you probably should take just cavalry when you're battling against the Lost Temple. Yes, that is definitely what we did. Should I upgrade my T3s to T4s or build new troops? I actually have a video on that topic that's pretty decent. I generally would recommend upgrading, but there are some situations where it makes sense to train new troops. If you want a more detailed answer, I spend about 10 minutes talking about it in depth, and I have actually like charts and math and all kinds of craziness. Totally worth checking out. You need Watchtower 25 if you want T5 troops? No, is that for real? You need a ton of research. That's certainly true. Ah, Levy. Got it. An OMG? Ooh, El Cid. I guess El Cid's kind of exciting. I know that Legend Ronnie is working on El Cid, and I'm pretty eager to see how that works out for him. I mean, archers are countered by a lot of what's happening in the meta right now, so we'll see. By the way, we're doing a little pack opening game right now. I learned this from Spooby, where I don't look at what's happening in these packs. I open them, and then you tell me if they're good. If you say LOL in the chat, then I know it's bad, and if you say OMG, I get excited because it's good. Wow, Watchtower 25 and full tech tree for tier 5. Well, my friends, we got a long way to go. Huh, Dazzling Starlight Sculpture. I mean, that's not so bad. That's crazy. Uh-oh, bunch of LOLs again in the chat. I don't know, these packs are working out too well. El Cid, the badass, says Ronnie. I mean, look, if you skill him up enough, he's gonna hit pretty darn hard. Uh-oh, bunch of lulls. Oh yeah, Gaius Marius. All right, 2 more keys. 2 more keys to see if we get anything good. And then after this last key, I think we'll wrap it up. So this is your chance if you got any other questions. Bunch of experts have visited chat today. Chinchi's been here. Legend Ronnie is still present. Shrek, thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Uh-oh, this pack's a lull. Oh, jeez. All right, last key. Let's see what we got. I feel pretty good about this stream, my friends. We got our defense in order. We killed a bunch of Guardians and explained what's going on with the packs. With killing them and how we roam around. And yeah, this pack's a lull. Neil, they're lulling because the pack is bad. That's the game we're playing. That's the game we're playing. Ugh. Yikes. Oh, purchase a gold key? No, thank you. We'll call it for now. All right, my friends. It's been fun jamming with you. Really appreciate the audience. This was a really fun live stream. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.